Spudsburg track. Just over this ridge, you'll see a ute that's never quite made it down or never quite made it up. Not quite sure which way it was heading. Anyway, we'll come to this a little bit later. It was a rather gnarly track, particularly down where the wreck is. It's quite rough. Once again, the video does not show how steep this is, and this is quite steep. I think a video a little bit later on will show you a little bit how steep it is. Has already come down. He's waiting down the bottom. Suggested I come down and then decide as to whether the Pathfinder can come down or not. Decided around about here that it's possible the Pathfinder could make it, so we send him down. So anyway, here comes Jazz in the Pathfinder. He was doing alright until he seen the wreck line up against a tree and decided that he wasn't going to drive it, but in a position where you can't go backwards. So luckily Browning was behind him and was able to winch him down. A little bit of a long exercise, but we got him down, safe and secure. And then Brownie come down. 4:30 a.m. at this stage. Brownie coming down Spudsburg track, being the last vehicle to come down here. Get down to the bottom and decide we might hit Woods Point pub for lunch, given that we weren't too far away from it. We get down, have a look at the first track, decide that there was another track to go and have a look at, but after walking halfway up it, we decided against that one and returned to the first track. Here it is here. So this is Jazz coming up. He's actually the third vehicle coming up at this stage, having to reset the winch 7 times. Even the Ants twin lock GU couldn't get up it. Anyway, at the end of it, we got out of there. Long night. So here you can see day slowly turning into night. By the time Brownie got to head up, he decided to pretty much send it, try and keep it out of the ruts. However, slipped back into the rut and done a front tyre. So it took some time to kind of lower him back down and get that tyre changed, and then to start winching to find that his winch was stuffed. So we had to tether onto the Pathfinder and on the back of the Gold GU to pretty much drag him out. It was around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We finally got him up there.
Still behind me, mate.
So we finally got all vehicles up. I think it's around about maybe 10 o'clock now. Still no dinner. Going to make our way to another campsite. Set up camp there and crack a coldie. So with the fog coming in quite thick, we all decided to pull up camp at Knockwood. Brownie, Jazz and Anth all went home from Knockwood the next morning, where May and I decided to do a final trip up to Mount Terrible. Still quite foggy, anyway we got there, and then come back out through Gildan and then head home.